SE28 family. We are back here with the DONLEX. It's really DONLEX. I put D in front of it. DONLEX seg4.
Posez nous là.
Listen, my Creole is a little trash on camera for some strange reason.
Come on now.
But we'll speak a little Kringlish every now and then. So I was talking about, your background in producing, and I always wanted to know, like, do you guys sit and hear different sounds just out of nowhere? Like, you can be out to dinner, or you're somewhere, and then all of a sudden you hearing a sound like, we just hear rain, but you're like, no, this can go behind this beat.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
That's how I started making beats to begin with. I was in school, like, beatboxing or making, like, tambour with the desk and everything. Actually, on my phone, the voice memo thing, it's filled with, like, me singing or doing sounds or listening, like recording sounds, so that way I can come home and sample whatever it is and put it on a beat.
I love it.
I actually have one of the videos on my Instagram. I made a beat with just like things that were around me.
Okay.
It was a challenge, but like producing challenge.
I love it.
But yeah, we do that.
So yeah, you have like another sense. It's like a gifted aspect of you when
I do think that artists are, it's like, I always say that, but I believe it too. We have like superpowers.
It's true. It's true.
Just can't. I don't know how to explain that, but I think this is what it is.
I honestly agree, and I noticed too a lot of artists. It doesn't even matter what realm, right? They're usually the nerds in school, but they kind of try to camouflage it as if they're not, but they are highly intelligent.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, artists are super intelligent in what they do. If they want to be in crowd, if they want to stay popular, they tend to try to dim their light, but they're super intelligent. Like, I remember watching Ray Charles, and his mom was amazing, by the way, but she never allowed him being blind to be an excuse. And then when he broke down how he's able to really hone into sound, I was like, oh my God, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So I know that that's a part of the producing realm, right?
Yeah, and some things you can't explain. Like, I don't know how I started, like, when this happened. I wasn't born like that, or I just ended up growing up making beats.
Yeah.
It just happened. Like, my parents, they're like, oh, what's happening? What is this toy now? Like, and they just started producing out of nowhere. I don't know.
So stop telling your children, I say fair, we like
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you just don't know.
There you go. Stop telling your children, I say fair, we like I what they say, all that good stuff, right? Yes, because it is the art, and that's another thing I want to hit on. How our people, let's talk about that. How our people, a lot of times, we've made progress. We have come a long way, I must admit. But a lot of times in parenting, there's no book in parenting, so kind of we don't know. We just go with the flow with parenting. But what advice can you give to a parent who has a child who is into art and they just don't get it? What advice? Speak to the masses, because we have a lot of people, a lot of our gifted kids who are truly gifted, and they're silenced by their parents because their parents, unfortunately, and it's not their fault. They just don't know because that wasn't introduced to them.
Right.
What advice can you? I don't know. Do you have kids?
I do.
Oh,
I have a son. Yes.
Okay, so you can.
3 months. Yes.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
new to this.
Yes.
You're new to this, so you're getting to wake up and feed the baby and all that. Yes, 3 months. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. I think all parents should be supportive. Very supportive. And the thing is, for me, for example, they never told me not to do music.
Nice.
Because everything else was going great for me. Like, as far as school, I took it very seriously.
You had a good balance.
It was a balance. Everything in life is a balance, And actually, I want to, this is my advice to any young artist, actually, because I think that's more important, because regardless of what the parents would say, if the kid wants to do it,
they're gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
Yeah.
But as the artist, as a young artist, I have to tell them, you have to have a backup plan for sure.
Okay.
If it happens, it happens. Or, like, if that becomes your source of income, yes, it's fine. But you need that backup plan. I don't know what you do, if it's schooling or whatever it is that's working for you. You need a backup plan that's bringing in money. Because
what was your backup plan?
I went to school. I went to college for 8 years. I'm a respiratory therapist.
Oh,
I have a public health degree.
There you go.
But
there you go.
This is what's bringing in money.
Yeah.
And I don't need to ask for sponsorship because I have the money to
You're your own
do
sponsor,
it.
Yeah.
But then again, sponsors they like that too.
Yes, they do.
You know,
Yeah,
if you're a whole face of like a company, then
you can generate more money for them as well. Yes.
You know,
speaking of money, we gotta pay some bills. Sinks with Sink. Please, if you want more information about us, advertising dollars. We are on various platforms, and we're not just Sinks with Sink show. We're a whole production team. Feel free to log on to www.sinks2sinktv.com. We'll be right back.